Welcome back to Chick Flick Shuffle. Yes, yes.
Yes! Yes!
We told you that we'd be back, and here we are. Bi-weekly, not bi-monthly. I'm smarter this time. Yay!
You gained
I
knowledge
don't
care.
since you graduated.
This is true. I'm in. We have, again, Stray.
Hi, I'm the pessimist of this month.
Asian correspondent.
Yes.
How many times did I have to yell that last time?
I have no idea.
I forget.
And Gio.
Hey.
Unfortunately, McFisticuffs could not... What?
Hey, Mon. It was delayed.
Yes, Mom.
Unfortunately, McFisticuffs could not be with us this time, so instead we have our boy Panty Dropper Jones.
Yeah, I'm on this video Panty Dropper with the Jones.
Alright, now today we're talking about a movie. It's a romantic comedy chick flick where someone dies and there's a beach.
It's 2 hours long, man.
2 hours. I couldn't believe I watched it, Mon.
Nothing. It
Yes,
was
man.
nothing to do, so I watched it today. And let me tell you something, Nick. That website you gave us, it's horrible.
Hey, Mon. His name is N
What,
this
Mon?
time.
In
Yeah, he's N this time. And I told you. Ad Block Plus. Anyways. And
no, I was talking about the lag. It's horrible.
Hey. Okay, one, don't be
What?
calling out my streaming ways. Right? Look, as far as anyone is concerned, I go out and buy these DVDs and then I send it to you on the mail the legal way that it should be done.
that's what we do.
Yeah, that's exactly what we do.
Yes. We
80s.
fully go out to buy chick flicks. I rent mine from Rogers. Where do you get yours?
I have no idea what that place is.
It wasn't on
It-
Netflix.
Way too Canadian.
Alright.
So, how Stella got her groove back. For starters, I just want to talk about this title a little bit.
I didn't see her getting her groove back at all.
When I think of this title, I think of one or two things. I think of the first thing that comes to mind is this could have been a movie about Michael, and David. And the other thing it makes me think about how Stella got her groove back. That sounds like a blaxploitation revenge movie about a black girl that just goes around killing people. That's what I hear when I hear
I
that.
would have loved to watch that.
Yeah,
on
that
the
would have been
dance-
awesome.
on a disco dance floor.
Exactly. At Fro.
Yes, roller skating the whole time. Just
This movie has Whoopi Goldberg in it.
yes, it does.
Aren't you
Yes.
happy?
I don't know. When Whoopi Goldberg in my childhood, she was in a lot of places. She's in like a bunch of kid movies, but now that I think about it, I would never
Yeah.
go back and watch any of her movies.
She
Except maybe The Color Purple.
I used to find that very interesting. She used to do drugs.
She looks like she used to do drugs. Does she look like that? She looks like Tracy Morgan a little bit. They both have that I used to do drugs appearance to them.
Yeah, it's a dreadlocks. It's a dreadlocks, man.
And another thing I noticed about Whoopi Goldberg is, let me talk about her character a little bit. Her character is the sage in this story. She's the character that always knows. She gives out the helpful advice. That's basically her
She's
main
the only
point.
one.
Yeah. She's the only one that gives out the helpful advice. She's like the all-knowing character.
Also, spoiler, she dies. That's why he's still
yes,
alive.
right. Yes, right. We
Yeah,
understand.
you like to bring that up. Did that bring you joy?
I know, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
She's
you've
like
been
the
trying
ol-
to bring that up since the beginning.
Everyone else was all on Stella's case about Winston, but
Yeah.
like Whoopi's character actually tried to help her. I think. I can't
Let me
remember.
tell you something about when Whoopi Goldberg dies.
And I
I'll
like how
get to it when we get to it. That part.
Whoopi Goldberg.
spoiler, she dies. It's like you didn't get no time to hit the mute
Yeah.
button, whatever.
I know, right? You just said that real fast. Spoiler, she dies. Bitch. There's not even point of throwing spoilers in there.
Hey,
When
hey.
Whoopi Goldberg is sick, Whoopi Goldberg, when she's sick, have you noticed this? The only difference between a sick Whoopi Goldberg and a healthy Whoopi Goldberg is that her eyes are almost closed. They're like Brock from Pokemon. And that's the only difference. They put white makeup on her face and her eyes are going to close. But yeah, it's how Stella got her groove back. It's the story of how cougars are born.
Yeah.
Starts with Stella. Why did someone name her child Stella? I don't know. But she's one of those workaholic business people. She's got one kid named Quincy. Why someone would name their child Quincy? I don't know.
They really like Ishida, apparently.
Yes. Yes, just throw that in there. Ladies and gentlemen, I would just like to remind you that Stray is Asian.
Yeah.
And that's why you get all the anime references.
Yeah.
Yes. There's a reason I'm yelling 18 plus wanted.
Indeed.
Yeah.
So, Quincy goes to see his dad, who... No, he is in this movie for a second.
Yeah,
And,
at the barbecue.
Stella sees this magical Jamaican commercial.
She gets all into the commercial too. She gets a call from was it the judge?
I don't
She gets
know.
a call from some guy, and she's so into the commercial. She's talking to the guy while she's too busy she's answering the commercial.
Yeah.
Yes. You have, of course, the sexy Jamaican narrator all over the commercial. And she's sucked up into the commercial, and it reminds me of Poltergeist. It is Jamaican Poltergeist. She's going to Jamaica now, not because she wants to. She doesn't have a choice.
Because her friend dragged her along.
No, it's more like she calls her friend Whoopi Goldberg and then tells her, "Hey, why don't we go to Jamaica?" Then she hangs up, pauses for a second, calls back and said, "Yeah, forget I just said that."
And then Whoopi's like, "It's too late now. You can't just promise a black woman something and then take it back. You have to go forward with this because I'm about to die." That's basically.
No, there's no foreshadowing at all for that either.
There's
That
a
was
little
the
bit
fall.
right before it happens.
No.
Well, you mean her being in the
trip.
hospital?
Yeah.
No, the Jamaica trip.
Oh.
She says she's coming down with something. That's about as much foreshadowing as you get.
And then, she gets a call, bam. She's dying of cancer.
Yeah.
Then I just did a rant about people
Did
dying.
she die of cancer, by the way?
Yes.
Okay.
No, she just closed her eyes and went to sleep.
Yes. Go row, row a boat.
That's what happens when you close your eyes too
It's
hard.
like a dream.
She caught that eyes real quick, and that's pretty much it.
Stella and Delilah, that's Whoopi, they're in Jamaica now, and they're looking at all the hot guys. That's in quotation marks.
Yes.
In
Well,
the
they were football players.
Yeah, Whoopi character Delilah hooks him up with these two dudes.
Yeah, those two. I don't have anything to say about those two. They're pretty pathetic dudes.
They're kind of dumb too, aren't they?
They are cartoon characters.
Yes, they
That's
are.
what they are.
They are Adult Swim cartoon characters just trying to get laid.
Yeah. You know what? I would love to see a spin-off about those two characters. It'd be like Jamaican Night at the Roxbury. But Stella meets Winston Shakespeare.
Yeah, man.
Finally,
Wait,
someone
Tay-Tay.
knows
Or is it
how
Ty?
to name
I can't
their
Yes.
kid.
What?
Oh, and apparently Shakespeare was black, so was some other guy. I forget who he said.
Socrates technically was black because, in Greek times and stuff, so pyramids anyway was kind of dark in nature.
I think maybe, just because Shakespeare was black, that's why he wrote, what was the play? Merchant of Venice? That was the one about Seymour.
What was that one I'm thinking of? Oh, As You Like It, the HBO special, which is entirely about black people in Japan having sex with white women.
No, this is Othello. No, Othello's the one with the black guy because
Othello did have a black guy.
yeah,
But so did, but
It was
As You Like It
Othello.
had more black guys.
Or Romeo and Juliet. See, really, it was Juliet was a white and Romeo was a black guy. And the problem wasn't, oh, it's just from another family. The problem was like, no, you ain't married that nigga. That's what you ain't doing.
Oh my god. You have to censor you.
yeah.
By the way, I would also love to see that adaptation of Romeo and Juliet
Yeah, I
taking
would
place
too,
like,
that-
right before the Civil War.
Oh, hey, people can do that. Shakespeare made them so they can be openly interpreted.
Indeed.
That's why we had that live action one with Leonardo DiCaprio.
In their
That one
sword.
was actually okay. I liked the Mercutio in that one.
And Tromeo.
Don't bring that up.
What?
Tromeo and Juliet.
Oh god.
Back to Stella. They get along great, Stella and Shakespeare. I could call him Winston, it's easier to pronounce, but his name, Shakespeare, is cooler.
Should we also mention that he's half her age?
He
That's
has a
what I was about to
Jamaican
mention
accent,
immediately
Mom.
afterwards. He's 20 years younger than her.
And she's 40. So you do the math.
No,
We're not going.
He's younger than me.
Yeah, he's younger than me.
I know.
He's
Yeah.
only older than me, probably.
Yeah. Only you.
And you
Oh.
alone.
Me.
Well, they hit it off great. But Stella's having some emotional issues about just going out with someone who's 20 years old. And that really gets in the way of a lot of things later on. While they're in Jamaica, everything goes off great.
Yes.
There's this one scene after they get
Winston.
together.
Winston
And-
kind of comes along.
When they first make sweet love, this is how you know the cougarification is complete. Because he's upset, he's sad because he thinks, sorry guys, I'm getting over a cold. He thinks that he just did something stupid and he blew it. But then, it's like, he sees the silhouette of her behind the sheets. And he's taking off all of his clothes, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, he's about to rape this 40-year-old woman. 'Cause that's what it looks like.
40-year-old
I know.
bird.
I was like, wait, why the hell is he taking his clothes off?
And then she pounces on him, just like a what? Just like a cougar. That's how you know cougarification is complete.
But, so essentially this movie is about Stella accepting her life as a cougar.
Yes.
Yeah,
Basically. That's the movie.
That's the movie. Alright, we're done here. That's a wrap.
Yes. That's the wrap.
Pretty much.
we have to go through the story beat. The story beats. We haven't talked about the pregnant woman yet. Let's
Yeah.
talk about the pregnant woman.
Stella's
Alright.
sister.
We
Yeah.
gotta go back to.
She was a complete bitch.
I know.
She was. She
She was a bitch.
Look,
And Stella's other friend, the paramedic driver, who's the voice of Huey and Riley Freeman.
yep.
Yep.
And we are going to be reviewing another movie with her in it next year. So you can look forward to
Man,
that.
it's planned now.
Of course.
What movie are we talking about now?
It's a surprise movie.
Oh,
Pregnant
That-
bitch.
yes.
I knew I wasn't going to like her from the very beginning. But she said, you need a man to complete yourself. I just wanted to punch her and her baby in the stomach.
Doesn't she have twins?
Yes. Oh, that
Uh,
that is an amazing punch right there. That's a 3-for-1 special right there. I never want to hit a pregnant woman. I know that have hormones and stuff. They can get away with a lot of that, but this woman just keeps on and on and on.
Yeah.
especially when she comes back from Jamaica.
Especially when she comes back from Jamaica. When Stella comes back from Jamaica, she's doing fine, I guess. She's happier because, she spent that time with Winston.
Until...
She got to be.
And then Winston comes.
Actually, I was going to say she lost her job.
Oh, Right.
Doesn't that happen after?
No, that happens.
Yeah,
That happens after she gets back from Jamaica.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, but no, after the scene when the chick was getting on her case. That's what.
Yeah, but it was after she came back from Jamaica.
Yeah.
And was skipping ahead. She lost her job. She has no way providing for her
Oh
family.
yeah, I know exactly what I was thinking of. Yeah, she lost her job. I was
And-
thinking of when she quit her job. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the second time, right?
Yeah, the second time. So yeah, she lost her job, which kind of sucks. But then Winston calls her on the phone and says, "Look, I'm sorry we haven't been getting in contact."
Oh yeah, we
You
forgot to mention that he was going to try to be a doctor, but he couldn't handle his dad. He couldn't handle it, or he just didn't want to do it, and his dad let him like decide his own future. So then he was working for some kind of cook. Stella tried to call him before she left, but she couldn't, and that's what this phone call is for.
He's cooking in the kitchen with 40 other black guys because clearly they are the Oompa Loompas of Jamaica.
But only he seems to have
No,
time to
Mom.
not do anything.
Yeah.
No. He and all the other Jamaicans make good time. I don't know where I was going with this. Let's move on.
Yeah. I knew you were going to get into the Jamaican accent eventually.
Yeah, Mom.
Shut up, Ramon. I cannot do the accent as well as you can. It sounds more Indian when it comes from me.
See, I knew you couldn't do it. Anyway,
That's because he's from the islands, Mom.
yeah, Mom. I'm from like right there.
Come on.
You don't know nothing about this. Yes.
So they call each other, and he decides to come over there and visit. And that's when all hell breaks loose.
I thought it was
Wait, yeah.
he goes to Jamaica.
Yeah, Straight's right. She goes to Jamaica with her son.
Yeah, I forgot that happened.
You're skipping ahead too.
Look, I saw this movie the day after I saw Beaches.
I saw
That's
the
the
movie
problem.
yesterday.
I'm deaf.
She goes back to Jamaica with Quincy and Quincy's cousin.
Yeah.
Oh, that was because I thought she had 2 kids.
She specifically says, "This is my niece."
Yeah, it was. They kind of snuck her in out of nowhere.
Yeah,
I'm
they
like,
snuck her in out of
Yeah.
nowhere.
like, really? I'm like, why is she even here?
Because you always have to have a sassy little girl in a black comedy.
Yeah,
You need it.
At first, it kind of looked like Quincy really didn't like Shakespeare. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like at first, it seemed like he didn't like him, but he grew on him after started playing around with him.
Mm-hmm. Which,
And then
I mean, that's what look at him. His stepdad is literally like not like too much older than him. It's like a decade.
All
Yeah.
right.
I like
how-
the scene at the bar.
Hmm?
The scene
Wait,
at
how-
the bar.
Blaine, don't just say the scene at the bar. Our
The one
listeners
where-
are not going to know what that is.
Okay, so the bartender is a chick and starts hitting on Quincy, and then they start pretending.
Starts
Stella.
hitting on Winston. Oh my gosh. There's only one cougar in this movie. That'd be a completely different movie if she started hitting on Quincy.
One cougar per movie.
Sorry. I mean Shakespeare. There's so many names. Okay, let me get this right.
So she starts hitting on Shakespeare,
Yeah.
and then they play it off as if Stella's actually his mother, and then they start making out, and the bartender just goes, "Oh my god," and looks away. I love
Yep.
that scene.
That was fun. See, I'm glad you found something you liked in there other than all of Tay Diggs' nudity.
What?
Nothing.
I could clearly hear that.
Good.
Why
Moving on.
don't you take over, GL? You got this fresher in your brain.
Oh,
You
let's-
give me the plot synopsis and I'll elaborate.
Here, let me see what I can remember. After it was in Jamaica, I remember they go to meet Winston's parents. Like it's a surprise, but Winston like tells him to go into a restaurant. She's like, nope, we're gonna meet my parents. Stella meets his mom, and she's not. She's wondering like what Stella sees in her son. And I should mention Winston's mom is like just as old as Stella.
Yeah,
Same age.
almost the same age.
And they're apparently rich because they have maids.
This is
Are they French maids or Japan maids?
neither.
Jamaican maids. In Jamaica.
What? Because I skipped a part of the movie just because I was taking it in small doses.
Where the hell were you at when you watched this movie, dude?
He's too busy multitasking to pay attention to any one thing.
Well, the point is, still his mom's complete bitch too. So
Yeah.
Well,
his
the
mom-
thing is, I can understand it from the mom. I mean, anyone's mom would be that way, in
When
this
they're dating
situation.
someone twice as old as they are? Yeah.
Yeah. But here's what I would like to talk about: the dad.
we didn't see anything.
Dad
like
clearly
that.
doesn't care. He's there for like 5 seconds, and then you never see him again.
Exactly. He's there like, hey, I'm the dad. Then he goes away.
Dad's like, go ahead and hit that, son.
He's ruling them off of the corner. Yeah.
It's kind of like Class Act, where the dad busts in the last part of the movie, and he's getting it on. He's asking his son, would he like anything to drink or in the would you like something to drink, son? Beverages or something?
I know you get hot and sweaty in there.
Wow.
And he immediately goes and gets it on with his wife. Oh my God, it's kind of like that. Give her something.
See, after this, Stella gets a call from the doctor about Whoopi Goldberg because Stella is listed as her nicest kin. So Stella rushes back to America to meet Whoopi Goldberg, where she dances in the hospital. Yep.
And she sings to her. Apparently her singing's terrible.
Row your boat.
And I have to say, this scene right here is the only scene. You see Whoopi Goldberg's character a lot of the movie up until this point. This is about 1/3 in. This is the only scene for me where she had any character development. It's right before she died. And I think, to do that right, for it to have any emotional impact, you're going to have to do that way in the beginning and all along the way, not just right before she dies.
It kind of pulled it off, but didn't. It fell a bit short.
I actually like how they did it. Like that's just me, considering how much anyone else was in the movie until that point. It was pretty nice because anyone else but Stella was pretty much like one scene and then fuck it, other than
Kind of like Beaches.
For what it's worth, they actually show some good character development. That's my opinion.
After this is where we get the funeral scene for Whoopi Goldberg's character, and at the end, guess who's come to America? Shakespeare.
Now,
I have a
Winston
question.
Shakespeare.
I'm assuming they're in New York because that looks like New
Nope,
York.
they are in San Francisco.
Are they serious?
Where
I thought it
everywhere.
was New York.
No, they say they're in San Francisco.
It felt like New York.
Well, they could have filmed it in New York. They do that all the time. Say that they're in one place and then film it in a bunch of different cities.
Well,
Like,
let me see.
Like you guys filming all your films in Canada?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We don't do it just in Canada now. That would just be kind of sad.
No, you do it a lot in Canada, though. You have to admit.
This is not even about Canada. I'm just saying, either way, how, okay, sure, it may have been San Francisco. I'm assuming it was New York because it was like stock market things going on, but, nonetheless, San Francisco is a big city. How in the hell did he know that the two
I know, right?
He disappeared. Like, I wanted to know you're okay, so therefore, she have not given him really probably any information about where the funeral was at other than someone has died. Like, I know
You want to know how? You want to know how, really?
If you say the power of love, I will walk to your house and punch you.
He's Jamaican.
All right.
He has those huge Jamaican nostrils. He's flaring. He's smelling out her perfume, falling on 4 legs through the street like Catcher Freeman. That's how he found her.
True, Jamaican nostrils.
Large Jamaican nostrils.
So now that that scene's done, we completely forget about Whoopi Goldberg's character and go back to more Stella and Winston development. Pretty much what they do.
Yeah.
They don't really care about Whoopi Goldberg.
Now the barbecue is at this point, correct?
Yeah, it's when they Stella introduces Winston to everyone: her sister, sister's husband, her friends, her
ex-husband.
She wasn't ready to take this leap.
Yeah,
but those are some nosy black people,
right? Especially the I think it's Regina King's character.
Yep.
She goes straight up to the car and try to get him out.
Isn't that her other sister?
No, it's just her friend, I think.
Yep, that's her friend.
Okay.
Why was she over at the house then?
They were having a barbecue, and her sister.
No, I meant the other house when she just came home from Jamaica.
Hey, I hang out at Gio's house when he's off in Dominican. He has a nicer TV than me.
After this whole scene is where Winston is introduced to everyone. He meets Stella's sister's white husband, El Gas.
Yeah, that didn't surprise me. That didn't surprise me at all. So bougie.
They get along. The guys get along fine. Even Stella's ex-husband with Winston,
who is actually a very likable person.
Yeah.
Why did they break up? Is my question.
To have this movie.
Yeah, sex bullshit.
What is it?
I mean, it's not. He didn't even really care. He's like, yeah, have the bitch or whatever.
Yeah, he didn't care that much, and I'm glad he didn't because that would kind of detract from the main theme of this movie.
Which is Stella.
Don't you mean drama?
Yeah, and of course, at this point, Quincy's already all up on Winston's dick.
No, they say goes to their house. Quincy shows him all over the house. His mom's office, his mom's room, more places where they can bang. His mom's work room where she used to make, was it furniture?
Yeah.
Yeah, she used to make furniture.
Woodwork.
He shows her this room, and it's like, pretty much, he says, look, don't mess around with my mom, all right?
And then Winston's like, I don't have to mess around with your on your mom because, as long as she has you watching her back, she's going to be fine.
Now, excuse me as I look around for more rooms to bang your mom in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You should, okay, I understand this completely. I understand how you feel, but let me tell you something. I'm going to have to teach you about not dick riding.
They try to offer Stella her job back. She turns it down.
Uh-huh.
Then they go to the movies.
Then they go to the movies.
It's a comedy movie.
Yeah.
And it's too black for a woman of Stella's age.
In this part, you have Angela coming back. I hate Angela so much.
Oh, yeah, she comes out with her husband and the judge and his woman, and they had just finished seeing some other movie that's more mature.
Yes, and here's the thing. She's mocking Stella and Winston for watching a comedy. Not even for the type of comedy they're watching, or watching a children's flick or a teen flick. A comedy. What?
I know, right?
Oh, I'm sorry that I can laugh and be happy. I'm gonna punch you in the stomach. Let me come back. I don't think I could be a character in this movie. I would run up into this scene and then punch her in the stomach, and everyone in the audience would be like, who's that guy? And the director would be like, I did not write that into this scene. How did this happen? I don't know.
I will roll with this. That means you're a damn good actor.
Everyone just wanted to do that anyway. Don't worry about it.
They're like, oh, it's just Winston.
Will they be like, oh my goodness, she's getting Actress of the Year?
Stella does get on Angela's case, though, about that.
She does. And the sad thing is, Stella's going to end up adopting Angela's children, because otherwise those children are just going to be sad, emo, suicidal children, unless they end up like Carlton. Those are the two options.
Yeah.
But if they end up like Carlton, that means that Angela would later be replaced with a lighter-skinned woman. No reason.
Oh, sweet God.
After the movie. She gets on her case, and then Winston shows he shows Stella he cleaned up her old working room and proposes to her. 1 week later, you don't even know it's a week until they tell you. They go to
No.
school.
No. But I need to talk about something before that.
All right.
I need to get this off my chest. They go to a restaurant. And this is after Stella has a talk with Angela.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about now. Yeah.
Yeah. And she brings up a couple of points about Winston and how he's so immature. Regarding that, Winston hasn't done anything immature throughout this whole movie.
Except for the Cocoa Puffs on bed.
Except for the Cocoa Puffs, which was fantastic.
Ice. What about the ice?
I want some Oreos and...
Bring me junk food. We do not have any in Jamaica.
Oh, wait. What about the ice? Right before they had
That's
some.
just kind of playful. I don't think that's immature.
Well, apparently she didn't like it.
No, well, she did rape him after that, so...
Maybe it was a delayed reaction. Maybe because you used to mess with young chicks, so usually I'd just be like, okay, it's on, but delayed reaction for older chicks.
Right. It takes a while for those gears to start working.
They're in a restaurant. The waiter brings out the check, and Winston looks at it like, oh, shit, this is expensive.
But he's going to pay for it. And then she's like, no, let me pay for it. And then they get in a fight over this little check. But
Do you want me to be mature or not?
she takes it way too far. And she starts calling out these things, and I wrote a list of them, because each one of these things pissed me off. Thing number one, you are immature because you rented Booty Call in The Lion King. One, you have to be mature to watch Booty Call. That's all that there is to that. Okay? I couldn't watch Booty Call. My mom was watching Booty Call in the room, and I came in there like, hey, Mom, what are you watching? Can I watch it with you? Get the hell out. That's what Booty Call is.
So he rented The Lion King and Booty Call?
Yes, Lion King and Booty Call. Second thing, Lion King is a classic. I will choke you. I will choke the hell out of you. Watch The Lion King. Just because you're 40 years old, you can't appreciate The Lion King. What is wrong with you?
He should have rented Heat. That's all there was to it.
Number two, all you do all day is play video games with Quincy. Excuse him for bonding with your son, because that's all that is. They can't bond. Most stepdads don't really do that. Not good ones. And here he is trying to give it an effort, over something that they both enjoy, and you can't appreciate that. Then, the other thing, cook something that doesn't give us all heartburn. Bitch, he's Jamaican. What do you expect him to cook?
What's a miracle is that he can cook, considering they have servants in his mom's house.
I know.
Well,
and he's a professional chef. So his food tastes better than yours.
Anything
And
else?
then the wedding ring.
Okay.
And the very much delayed, non-answers.
Yeah.
And it is eating Winston up.
You can tell when he goes to the what is it? Is that like Quincy's school
it
PTA
looked like
meeting?
a PTA meeting.
Yeah, it's a PTA meeting. He sees Quincy with his friends, and then he sees Stella talking with the adults, and he's stuck in between. That's what it looked like to me.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what happened. Quincy is still riding on Winston's dick at this point, but then
He's like, yeah, my mom's going out. He's like 20 years old.
he's awesome.
Don't worry. Next move will be how Stella got her groove back to Quincy, how Quincy got his dick back.
Well, he gets off that dick real quick when Quincy starts talking about his mom over the fact that she hasn't answered him yet.
And he's speaking to her in a loud, angry voice, and he doesn't like that.
He doesn't like that at all. But see, this is the part where I hate Quincy. This is what I hate about this movie in general. It makes me hate everyone who's against Winston. Everyone who's not Winston is the enemy in this movie. I don't think they wanted to do that. Because as soon as Quincy jumped in there, I just like, oh boy, I'm gonna have to shove you up Angela's stomach just so I can punch you in there. And just listen to what they're yelling and not how they're yelling. Because you will hear Winston has a reason to be a little upset. But, Quincy kind of is the first to calm down after all of this.
Well, Quincy should have known what's up. He should have known that this man is very well built and everything else. So,
he's seen him shirtless enough times already.
That he just knocked me in my face, and that'll be the end of
it. That's what you call a Jamaican spanky.
It's in the face. Just go sit down. And walk it off.
I don't even remember what happened after this scene. I remember sometime later, Winston says he's going to go back to Jamaica to go to medical school.
Because, he doesn't think that she's ready for him. And, it's not that she doesn't love him or he doesn't love her. She just doesn't think it's going to work out the way that they both want it to. So he leaves, goes to the airport, and somehow
gets stuck in traffic.
She is there before him.
Because she already heard on the radio, go this way, don't go the other way, which is the way he's going.
Oh, see, I missed that part. I thought she did that Michael Myers walk the whole way there. And just got there before him.
No, she took the other route because he was in a route that was blocked by traffic.
And then, of course, she says, Yes, I'll marry you. And I would have said, bitch, do you know all the things I had to go through? Now that I'm finally about to leave and be free of all this mess, you gonna come back and say yes?
I bought a plane ticket, bitch.
You gonna give me a refund? I'm Jamaican. I'm too poor to be wasting these plane tickets.
Well, it doesn't make him go to Stanford instead. It's like, what?
My question is, if he's gonna go to Jamaica, then he should just give the ticket up to somebody. It's not like going, who don't want a free ticket to Jamaica?
What I want to know is, how are they affording all these plane trips to Jamaica and back?
I know, right? That's the main thing.
Yeah, because both of them don't have jobs.
Well, technically, Winston is well off, and Stella is pretty much banking on her savings, even though clearly, whatever. You know what? They have loads of money right now.
You saw Stella's house, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, damn.
They're like the Cosbys. They're rich enough for you not to question anything that they do.
I don't have a job. We're gonna be broke. Bitch, you see that big house you live in?
What are we gonna do? I know. Let's go to Jamaica again.
And that's pretty much the whole movie. They hug. The end. No continuation. No epilogue.
Another thing that we kind of passed through that I missed, but I kind of wanted to talk about, is after their first argument, and Winston is all mad in the shower, and she pelts him in the shower, and they have sex, and it's a sex baptism is what it is. They have sex, and then all of the previous problems just go away. It just goes away, and I'm pretty sure that's what happened at the end of the movie. If they did after the credits, it would just be another sex scene. Not even in the shower, it'd be under a waterfall. In South America.
Yeah, the same waterfall is freaking, I don't know, it'd just be the same waterfall as like Psy, the Roman warriors training. He's like, I'm a little busy here. Can you take that somewhere else, please?
I know, right? So, for the most part, it's easy to draw a few parallels from this movie and Beaches. I think this movie is a lot more fun than Beaches. Yeah. It's not the most well-executed movie. And I probably wouldn't watch it again if it was on TV.
Yeah.
But
it's actually an okay movie. It's like one of those
I don't regret watching it.
Yeah, I mean,
it's like those movies like once you watch once, you're kind of done. So you make sure you pay attention to everything because you're not gonna watch this again.
And I believe that's the end of our show. Mm-hmm. Next time
we talk about what are we doing next time?
He was just about to tell us.
Okay. Next time, Dr. T and the Women. Why? Because it's about a vagina doctor.
Oh my God! If you said T in the women,
Mr. T playing Dr. T.
If you said Mr. T in the women, I'll be like, oh my God. Right.
Oh.
I don't care what it is. I don't care how bad that movie is. I'm giving it a 5-star rating off the bat just because it's Mr. T and the girls.
No! You threw off my groove.
I'm sorry, but you've thrown off the Emperor's groove.